Wow. Yeah, everyone in this Discord call, sound off and let me know that you're heard. That's one.
It's just three guys
That's
who are
two.
white doing a podcast.
That's right. That was a ruse. That was to introduce the fact that we have a guest on today. That is right. Oh!
He took the bait.
Snap! Before I do that, though, I just want to welcome everybody to DrawBomb. It's the show where, MattyF. It's actually listed in the bottom left corner right there that you're our special guest. I actually should maneuver those a little bit, but do you want to, you've been on the show before, but do you want to introduce yourself once again to everybody?
I am a guy. I'm friends with these two. That's about it.
Now, you say you're friends with us, and that begs the important question. Why would you put yourself through that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I have no idea.
Why would you say that?
Okay, fine. You know, I was thinking of that.
I'm what's known as a cool guy.
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
What's known as a cool guy.
A cool guy?
Huh?
Do you look at explosions?
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why you feel that way.
Thanks for, you know, as a cool guy, thanks for lowering yourself to our level.
I'm slumming.
You know, bringing down your cool level a few points.
Yeah. You know, you really took a hit to your credibility to be on this show, and we can't thank you enough for it.
It's true.
You'll never get back the social status you had before being on this show. We've ruined you now forever. You are now tainted with our stench. And thank you. And welcome.
Taint me.
Don't taint me,
Pleasure
bro.
to be here, guys. Having my hand at drawing a person, which is just a bad idea.
Do you want us to help you draw people?
Nope.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Nope.
There we go.
Oh man. I love the whole let's halt everything.
Yeah,
so I can find the button.
The best soundboard sound is the one that you have to wait for and know is coming, you know?
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the RM Brown soundboards is when he like looks down as he's pressing it. That's my favorite thing. So
yeah.
When you really lean into it.
Yeah. And when you hear it
as a heavy soundboard user, I find myself when I watch his stuff or other people who use them, I'm like, I wonder what their soundboard setup is, because they are just on it. It's like the nerdy thing to think about while they're doing it. I'm like, I wonder what they're like. How do they have it categorized?
What rig you rocking over there?
Yeah, because like I have a Stream Deck, the full Stream Deck, like the one with all the buttons, and I have a hard time.
Big boy?
I got the big boy. I have a hard time getting to all the sounds fast. That's why I'm just so quick to all of them.
I'm jealous of that. The amount of buttons that you wield.
You know, I tried to set a button that automatically did this. But the thing is, even though I could set the timing by the millisecond, the fastest it would go would be like this.
Something
it's just
charming
not
about
as,
that too.
There's just something charming about that, but it's just not as funny as.
Oh, you're looking for
I don't know.
I guess you just, you know, if you want, it'd be too much power for you to be able to just mash some wows on command.
I know, right? It was like, it felt like I was tampering with God's kingdom when I was doing that.
Real quick, Lotus Clock typed in draw along. It does not seem to be working. Mad Lad's trying to. It worked when you typed it, and I wonder what that is all about. Maybe we have to like.
Oh yeah, because we had a hard. You know, we needed to set it up after the We needed to set it up after the show last time because I realized it was an issue, but I completely forgot by the end of the show. StreamerBot has it set where only moderators can activate the draw along command at the moment. I need to figure out how to switch that.
Yeah, that's not what we want at all.
That's not what we want. I don't want this to be some kind of walled garden. You got to be able to get in.
No. For everybody. That's the whole point.
That's right.
Real quick in the chat. All right, we got it posted for now. Get in there, get drawing, you animal. Speaking of drawing, Lotus Clock says, "Is Matty gonna draw?" He sure is.
I am. I'm just having random technical difficulties. Don't mind me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why you keep seeing me draw, and then it like cuts off. That's me. Don't worry about it, guys.
Oh no. If there's anything we can help with, let us know, because
it just keeps stopping. It's something with my working area that I'm trying to
or something
work out.
Oh, that's shit.
Don't worry. Maybe I'll just go up here for now.
All right. Yeah. You just drop a penis on your slime monster, Ian?
No, I'm drawing
your slug.
I was getting my soundboard. It was a dual penis.
Gotcha. All right. 2 penises. Sorry, I got it wrong.
Brandon.
Reminds me of that Reddit thread that everyone believed.
What?
The 2 penis person.
Oh.
Brandon. Lotus Clock says, "Is Matty?" Sorry, I just want to read this real quick. Is Matty gonna get a little animated puppet at the bottom of the screen? Not this episode, but I do want to implement more for our regular esteemed guests.
That's right.
Which Matty certainly is.
That's right. Brandon, I was gonna ask you how your week has been.
Gosh, my week. You're asking me about my week?
Yeah.
Asking him about his week.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Gosh, don't get me started on my week. My week was good.
Good.
It was busy. Valentine's made the restaurant job a very busy time.
It do that.
It always do that, but weirdly, not that weirdly, because it is a busy time, but it's the busiest I've ever seen my restaurant ever. Was on Valentine's Day, which is pretty wacky. Like more than I've worked a lot of Valentines, and it beat out a lot of holidays that are usually busier.
Huh.
It was just an obscene amount of people is what it was, but that's all right. It was good. It was good.
Good.
And now I'm just recovering before I go back again.
I feel that. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds like a nice week.
Money.
That's how we do it. That's what we do. We trade our precious time on this earth, and our youth, and our vitality, and our health for
guys on it.
Table scraps.
Stinky paper.
That has blood on it frequently. Anyways, my week was all right.
Why does it? Well, I didn't ask. But I'm happy to hear it. How was? Well, now it feels rude. I don't ask.
Fucking dick.
I'm happy to hear your week was all right.
Yeah. I didn't do much. I just worked. What do you want out of me?
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just keep doing what you're doing.
Matt, how was your week?
Yeah.
So far so good. I'm on vacation from work now, so that I find that to be the one
hell,
best.
Yeah, hell, yes, hell, yes.
The best thing.
I agree. Nice. Well, it's good to be on vacation. Hell yeah.
So I've just been hanging out.
Hang out, relax, just do a little bit of DrawBomb with your buds. Yeah. That's right, hang loose, buddy, hang loose. I believe WrestleMania is on 420. I believe that's what's happening.
It is. I'm very excited about that.
I'm very excited.
Oh man.
Blaze it.
Are you guys gonna 420 blaze it?
Dude.
On WrestleMania?
I might have one marijuana.
I'm gonna show them my new wrestler persona, the dragon. So get ready.
What's the dragon?
Wow.
Are you a dragon?
Tell us.
A dragon's like a person who smokes weed. Is the joke. And we have a Gianna Luna in the chat. Hello. She's saying hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I don't have any things for saying hi to somebody. any soundboard button.
Not yet. We'll have to fix that.
Oh, am I gonna have to? Oh man, don't make me do it.
Do it.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it wasn't gonna be that.
Get the bolt cutters.
Fetch the bolt cutters.
Cool. Well, I'm glad everybody is doing swell.
Yes,
I will
those
have
clocks.
to.
So go ahead.
I was just gonna say I will have to make sure I take off WrestleMania because I had a lot of fun hanging out and watching it on the actual day was a great thing too. I'd
Yeah, always.
make you guys wait, but instead of going to work, I'm just gonna take food out of my family's mouth and hang out with my buds and watch some wrestling.
That's right. I'm always happy
Trying
to
to take
watch
food
some
off my
wrestling with
family?
you guys. Yes, Matt, give me your family's food right now. Don't make me.
We had sweet barbecue hamburger helper tonight, so that was pretty sweet.
Oh, that sounds. Don't make me. Give me that food.
I will take your family's food. I will do it.
I'll take the food. I'll take the food. Give me that food, Matt. Give me that food.
I had. Wow.
I took the food.
I mean, you warned him.
I did. I'm having too much fun with the soundboard tonight. I always do, but
As opposed to every other time.
yeah.
Matt, how's it going down there? Is it working a little better for you, or are you?
Put it on the fridge. I figured out my technical difficulties. So we're
Hooray.
good.
Okay, amazing.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay.
There we go.
That's my 6-year-old attempt at Kendrick Lamar. With his flared pants.
Incredible.
I like it. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Incroyable. Gianna says I'm a mod now, and with a lovely set of emotes to showcase the mod powers.
He's mad with power.
Mad with power. This is fun. What are we drawing here, Brandon? What you're drawing a big burglar?
Yeah, he's he's Bergen.
He's a burglar.
Yes.
Bergen something.
Yeah. Does he? I mean, is he stealing burgers? I mean, that
would be.
that was
Is he
kind
a
of like
Bergen from Trolls?
could be. I feel like the Hamburglar is the only
He's the only one allowed to steal hamburgers.
burglar of burgers. Yeah, like that kind of is locked down, taken.
That would be kind of funny to do a movie where a guy's like stealing hamburgers, and then like the Hamburglar shows up. He's like, "Hey, what? You walking and you stomping in on our territory? Is that what you're doing? You stepping in on a territory? Is that what you're doing?"
Yeah, he becomes an unlikely hero because like he does it for the love of the game. This guy's just doing it for money.
That's right.
I
Stole from the Ronald McDonald Foundation. Those kids
where's the meat at?
were gonna get a hospital because of that foundation. You stole the pennies from them. I steal burgers. You're a piece
Where's
of
the
shit.
patties at?
Wait.
You're not like me. I once was in a wedding, and the rehearsal. The wedding was on a beach, and so the rehearsal, the father of the groom was going to make burgers for everybody, and he had like a whole ass cooler of like several, lots of burgers because it's a lot of people. And it was at the beach, and somebody stole the cooler out of the back of his car, and with it all of the burger meat.
Oh my god.
Person's a dick, but regardless, in my speech that I did at the wedding, I did Hamburglar jokes, and I also did where's the beef jokes, and neither were received well. Neither were received. He looked mad. So I guess the wound was too fresh.
Wow.
My comedy was just too nuanced and too. I was willing to go there.
Basically.
Yeah, you got
I was canceled.
Yes, cancel culture has gone too far.
On Netflix as
That's
punishment.
right. That's right.
I didn't even want it.
That's very funny though. That they did not. The jokes were not.
The fact
taken.
that it didn't go well made it funnier to me. Like I was, like the fact that it was just like received with like you shouldn't have said.
Oh yeah,
that,
just
kind of.
lean into it.
Yeah.
Guys, where's the beef?
Sorry, I didn't mean to start beef with you guys.
I was having a good time up there.
Now to get to the meat of this speech.
Damn. Well, years ago, I can't go back and add that in. Should have.
Come on, Brandon, go back in time.
If you could quantum leap, would you quantum leap back there to fix that?
Hey,
Just
Brandon,
to add that one extra joke in.
you gotta play a sound effect for Gianna real quick.
Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Cancelled.
There you go. We haven't set it up for the stream yet, but we will. Sorry, Matt. What were you saying?
That was it.
Oh,
Quantum leap.
You said it.
quantum leap. Oh, you quantum leap. You quantum leap back into your old self and teach yourself the better speech, and then give it. And then you wake up the next morning in a whole new situation. You're like, oh boy, oh, here we go again.
Look, when you're given the honor of doing a speech at a close friend's wedding, the entire goal should be to entertain only yourself, right? Did I do it right?
That was my goal.
Yeah. So, hopefully.
Morgan says you weren't even supposed to be the best man that day.
I wasn't. The best man was like, hey, I don't like the day before he was like, I don't like public speaking, so I'm not going to do a speech. And the groom was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
And so then he was like, hey man, can you do one? And I'm like, okay. So I did my best.
That's hilarious.
Man speech.
You were the next man up. You were the best.
That's true. I was the understudy. I was on deck, ready to go in case anything happened to the best man. Then
You weren't the
slightly
best
less
man.
best.
You were the best man they had.
Best man. How about
you weren't
better
the best
man?
man they wanted.
Yeah.
No, but it was the one they deserved.
That's right.
Joker reference.
Did what I could.
I think it's a Harvey. The second video that one he was
The
talking
Doinkler.
about. Yeah, oh my god, the Doinkler. We have to make Matt. Do you want to be in our fucking Joel Haver
Yep.
movie?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, I feel like Matt would make a great Doinkler. Can you give us your best Doinkler audition right now?
He doesn't know.
What is
He has no.
I don't know what
context.
a Doinkler is.
Yeah, that's the fun
Guys.
of it. Matt, you're the Oscar-winning actor. Okay, here's the thing. When the Coen brothers hired
Put it
John
on the spot.
Turturro to play the Jesus in The Big Lebowski, John Turturro showed up on set and he was like, "Okay, what am I doing?" And they were like, "You're the Oscar-winning actor. You make the character." And so thus the Jesus was born. Matt, you gotta birth the Doinkler out of your...
Let's give him a little bit of context.
Imagine that your creative output is the vaginal canal of your Doinkler with which you are giving birth to them.
That didn't help at all.
The Doinkler. So we're thinking of making like a Justice League like spin-off, and the Doinkler was like our Joker. And we were talking about how the Doinkler, he's kind of he has kind of a twisted views of society that I kind of identify with too. I've always kind of been an outcast.
Yeah.
So the Doinkler, he's got a few ideas that
And
I
man,
think I can get behind.
does he do some
And that's
cool
what makes
things
me
with
different.
pencils?
That's right. I don't think he's a clown. I don't know what the Doinkler would look like.
Yeah.
He's just like a discount Joker, I guess.
Because Doink was a clown in the WWF.
That's true.
I brought that up the other night. I brought that up the other night when we were doing the Doinkler jokes, which was that last night? Or was that...
Just
So does he think he has twisted views of society, but they're just like super normal?
Yeah, the super normie.
That actually would be
Gas
really good.
is a little expensive lately. Sort of thing. He has like.
Oh
no
my god, you are
expression.
so the part. That's amazing. Yes.
Okay, like I lick my lips a lot, you know, because it's a
I need
tick
some
or something.
chapstick.
So like one day I sent a voice message to our friend Alex, and I was just like, if you don't send me a video of you on the toilet, you're gonna regret it. So that's just my thing that I do with Alex now. Is I just
amazing.
Send him those. So yeah, I'll be your Doinkler basically.
Please, yes, you're perfect for it already.
He can talk in old TikTok memes, like, you know.
Oh yes, thank you for joining us.
Broke your elbow.
Oh my god, TikTok voice girl should definitely be one of the superhero.
Hello.
Hello.
They're going to shut me down.
I decided to bake a whole cake. Watch how it turned out.
Toilet. Do you ever see those where they like make food in their toilet, and it's just rage bait, but it's successful.
Good God,
They're
no!
Like, we're gonna make a smoothie in a toilet, and it's just like a brand new toilet, you know, and it's still disgusting though. They're monsters, and they should go to the Hague.
You'll never believe what happened when I opened the door to the Doinkler's lair. Gianna, would you like to be? You do voices. Would you like to be in our movie whenever that's happening? Now I'm just casting people right here on the show tonight. I'm so sorry.
You can't be the Doinkler. I'm the Doinkler. I'll fight you.
Yeah,
for
you
the
Doinkler's locked down.
You can't be the Doinkler though. She says totally.
Sorry, Matt. We've gone a different way. Somebody else will doink.
Do you have an idea for a funny?
Doink in this town again.
You'll never doink in this town ever again, as long as I live. You're out of here, Doinkler.
Real quick, in the chat, Jasper Boki said, "Explain the definition of the Doinkler, please." And then we did, and she says, "I'm sorry I asked." So there you go. You'll never believe
too
what
close
happened.
to the sun.
That's right. Gianna says she was gunning for the Doinkler. Too bad. Sorry.
Too bad.
We wrote this part, you know, around.
When they wrote the Doinkler, they wrote in the margins, "We want a MattyF type."
Yeah,
but they didn't realize they could just get me.
That's right. It was you were there standing in the rain for us this whole time. Gianna,
I didn't expect to actually get him. What I get.
yeah, exactly. MattyF says, "Glad y'all are making another one this year." Yeah, I want to try and make it as many years as I can. I like it as a tradition. What's that, Brandon?
You said MattyF said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't said nothing.
I got MattyF on the brain. I'm sorry, you guys. But Mad Lad is the one who said the sentence I just said that he said.
Yeah.
But Gianna, if you could like come up with a superhero persona, like what would it be? It could either be like a superhero who is funny, or just like a superhero who's supposed to be serious but has some kind of quirk. Not that you have to come up with one and that's got to be your character. I'm just, you know, definitely fielding ideas now.
Are you actually? Because I had a list somewhere.
Oh yeah. I actually legitimately.
I'm setting something up that's not going to work now. Where is it?
So I actually do have a list somewhere.
In like early stages, so like we're still kind of figuring out what it's going to be, but we have some ideas.
Yeah, so I have a list, and this isn't a list because of this cartoon idea. Let me see if I can find it. But the idea was I was gonna make a game in RPG Maker a long time ago, where like you go to a convention for like superheroes or whatever. So like, but like you get stuck in the convention, so you have to like fight your way out. But all the bad guys are like people dressed up as like various superheroes or supervillains. And your teammates would be like superhero. I guess you would be fighting against like people dressed up in cosplaying as supervillains, and your teammates would be people cosplaying as superheroes. Was the idea. And so I wrote down a whole bunch of like character ideas for this.
That just gave me a big flashback of when I was a kid. I was making a game in it wasn't RPG Maker, but it was like a basically RPG Maker, but like on the computer. I don't know what it was called. It was some kind of equivalent, but it was a nursing home of all the superheroes, and you were like trying to find your like way through it, and they're just like all old, and I drew like sprites for all of them and everything like that. It's just reappeared in my brain. I forgot about that.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
That's incredible.
But it's gone now. There's no digging that up.
I've got one if you want.
Please let me know.
So my first one,
It's Bilbo.
You
I've got a few. I've got. I don't know why I wrote this list, but it was probably for this exact situation. So, number one is Insufferable Prick, who's always like, "Watch the kicks, man." Let's see. We have Philosophy 101 tryhard student. So, you know, he's always raising his hand and trying to correct everyone. Let's see.
The Redditor.
That's right.
Divorced and loving it. Let's see. Person who doesn't understand crypto but has a strong opinion. There's a few of those. I'll kind of sprinkle them in here and there.
I can't seem to find my list of these superhero characters. I found like the folder with all the game files and stuff from when I started, but I can't seem to find the list that goes along with it.
The spender enthusiast.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was definitely gonna make like a series of supervillains who are all based on like the playing cards. That was definitely
That'd be a fun like super team.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Queen of Hearts.
The Joker. Well, we do not have the Joker due to copyright issues.
Yeah, we don't have him. He's not. He was when we opened the deck. That didn't come with those two cards.
The card with all the rules on it.
Yeah.
The Ace of Spades, just like a dude with like a shovel.
Gianna says, "Oh boy, lol. I've always been bad at the if you could be a superhero, what would you be? Question in particular." Jastrom Boki says, "You've been really put in the hot seat." That's true. I do tend to put people in the hot seat on the show. That happens a lot. Mad Lad says,
"What about the guy who?" Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just reading through a superhero with a actually really strong power, but they think it's super lame and focus on really dumb things they can do, like roll their R's. Just store brand cereal
like,
at the
please,
Jester.
will you
Please
will you
the
pick
only
up
ones
that
that-
heavy thing? And he's like, no.
No, I've changed my identity. I'm not doing the whole strongman thing anymore. The persona's about like, yeah, like he's trying to like rebrand, but like, so he's not doing the actual powers that he has.
I love the idea of the superhero trying to in like the middle of a rebrand. That I think is a really. I feel like that could be the main
really
character.
Not supposed to lift cars anymore because it's not really a good. Been there, done that.
I feel like that'd be a good main character is like he's like in the middle. So like every scene or like a lot of the times he'll be like, hey, yeah, you know like how you used to like fucking explode people with your mind. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. People felt like the exploding people's heads kind of made me seem more like a villain, and you know, superheroes don't
the
really
algorithm
explode.
did not really
Yeah.
respond well to the laser that I did, so I don't really do the laser anymore.
Yeah, so that'd be a really fun character like to have as like, you know, one
like
of the
that.
more central characters to follow around.
Yeah.
Lotus Clock
I
says,
don't know
made
why
a
I
little
said
guy.
anything there. Oh yeah.
Let's check out Los Clock's little guy real quick. Oop.
Oh, yeah, there's some fun stuff going on over there.
Look at that, it's a little bomb dude, a little dynamite smallman.
Gianna says just store brand cereal at the Jester. That would be the Joker's name.
The Doinkler. Cash prices are a little high, aren't they? When Matt said that, I knew. I just knew. No, I think I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. I know I like just kind of whipped it out at you, like last night, and now we're already like full steam ahead casting for it. But it's gonna
stop
happen.
whipping it out all the time.
Yeah, I can't do that all unannounced like that. It's people really have a problem with
You get
it.
yourself into some trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Startling.
The 2025 Oscars are happening March 2nd.
Oh God.
This is soon.
Is that it?
This is 2 weeks
Do I
away.
wear Jenko jeans?
This is 13 days
do what I
away.
did previously, it will kill me.
No, I promise I will
but-
do a lot more art this time around. You are a
Maybe we can
fucking
do, like, a
hero for what you
smaller-
did last time.
It was a lot. I like how it came out, but it was a lot.
It was a lot. You are a hero for doing it. I promise. We're gonna
I'm like, I have PTSD. I'm scared.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That was a lot of work. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna do better this time around. I'm gonna help a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think keeping it like, I don't know, coming up with like a plan and then keeping the scope like reasonable will be beneficial to us.
Yeah. We just gotta find the sort of story outline that we're gonna follow, because I feel like that always helps with the improv, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a lot of fun.
These are going to be the kids waiting outside the movie theater in their Doinkler off-brand merch.
He's got fans.
He's got people who are trying to emulate him.
I also doink. I also think for whatever we make, whatever story outline we come up with, we should try to stick to whatever ending we come up with. The last two times,
The endings had to get
look,
changed.
I like the last two cartoons. Well, not just had to be changed, but the guest we chatted with at the last scene changed the ending that we had planned the last two times.
Oh, really?
And we've just kind of been like, oh, like we don't have the assets. Like I have to pre-make like a lot of the assets, and like the things I had built were just like no longer useful. And we're just like, okay, we're doing this instead. Yes, and so whatever we come up with, stick to it a little bit.
Sounds like something the Doinkler would do.
It's totally what the Doinkler would do.
It's 1,000%.
It's gonna happen again. I know it.
Oh no.
He's gonna doink us.
He's gonna doink us right in the doink.
Yeah. That's how the Doinkler is. You can't
No,
tell the Doinkler what to do.
He'll doink you.
He sees the society and he's got critiques.
That's right. He's critiquing society.
I actually own a bidet.
I think everyone should drive a Prius.
Is the Doinkler just like a liberal? What is
I don't know. Yeah, I was just going off what you said.
No one should have a lawn.
That's like so totally opposite of what all the people who did like want to be the fucking Joker. All ended up being like alt-right weirdos.
Yeah.
But
they see themselves differently.
Yeah. I'm just looking at you, society. Gosh almighty. The red bubble teas.
Doinkler's kind of based.
Dude, what? Dude,
Chat-based Doinkler?
I think the Doinkler might be the good guy, dude. I'm gonna make a YouTube video of Doinkler's a good guy. Man, oh man. I think I'm gonna doink.
Man alive.
I think I'm gonna doink out. I don't know what's happening. Okay.
There's a bird. What are you writing? Oh no, because the bird is coming in hot, or
Yeah, it's a clickbait thumbnail.
okay. Yeah.
Is it birdemic?
Just so you see the bird and you're like, oh my god, I gotta click on that. What happens with that bird?
Now you see bird. Now you don't.
Guys, if
Now
you click on the bird,
now you see
it will take you to a different stream that we are not responsible for. So keep that in mind when clicking on the bird.
Please don't click the bird.
Don't click.
Don't click the bird. No. Don't click the bird. No.
Have you guys watched or played anything interesting lately?
God.
I know you were streaming some Zoombeanies today. Ian.
I was. I've been Zoombean, and I used to play that game as a wee lad. Back when in the original game, you had to set your computer to 256 colors to run the game properly. But they came out with an HD version for Steam, and I've been playing that on stream. I actually played it on stream.
How many colors does that have?
All of them. All of the ones in the spectrum, except the ones that not the ones that birds can see that we don't, though. They're just the ones that we can see as humans. Don't click that bird now. We're just getting started.
Come out with,
that's right.
Yeah, don't click the bird. Can't wait till they come out with the Zoombeanies bird edition. That's gonna be beautiful.
Put a bird on it. But so I've been playing Zoombeanies again. I did stream it back in 2021. It said it was the last time I played it on Steam.
Oh wow, it feels more recent than that.
I know. Time is a flat circle. The pandemic really made squash time.
Did.
But I want to complete it because I feel like the game has like a number of Zoombeanies that you have to you have to transport from beginning to end. So it's like a finite number, so it can be done. I can complete the game, and I'm going to.
I believe in you.
And the puzzles are starting to get harder.
If there's one thing I know about you, is that you can transport those Zoombeanies.
If there's anything I know how to do, it's to do something to completion. I'm always completing.
Incomplete.
Okay, anyways. God, I can't think of anything else.
I've been playing Outer Worlds a lot.
I see that. You
Nice.
like that game. I've beaten Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I kind of realized again that the story sort of falls apart toward the end of the game.
It
but
definitely
it's still
does,
very fun.
It falls apart towards the end of the game,
forget
but
what you're doing.
yeah, it falls apart towards the end. And it kind of feels like it just like you hit a certain point in the game, just like fucking wrap everything up, wrap it up.
Exactly.
We're done here.
But I will say that at least in the first half of the game, the writing is better than like anything Bethesda's done in general. The writing is good, and the story and lore and world building is very well done, and the characters are interesting.
Gameplay is pretty tight.
The gameplay feels
Yeah.
very tight because, you know, it's a quote unquote open world, but it's really just like some small like section. It's like open sandbox sections, and I think that works to keep things like a kind of confined and like curated experience.
Totally. Make it small and good instead of making it this like big bloated empty game.
But yeah, so that's
and
cool.
also before the other thing I've been playing before we got on is I was playing a little game called NFL Head Coach 2009.
Oh
I
my goodness.
am
Are you
a
the head
freak.
coach?
It is it's like a God, how do you even describe it? It's like Madden, but if you don't play the games.
You're just like you're doing the roster part, right? Like you're setting like the teams,
Yeah,
and
it's like a management sim. Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally.
Is it fantasy football?
Yes, exactly.
That's like the kind of football game I would play though, because I don't give a fuck about sports, but I do love management sims. That's the game I would play.
It's actually very fun. Highly recommended. Go
I believe
find it
it.
somewhere.
I think I was given it on Epic. Epic gives 2 games out a week, so I probably have them. And
the game where you style the hair of a football coach.
That's
pretty
right.
much.
He only comes in once a month, but and he wants the same thing all the time. But that is the game.
I'm gonna add. Is it okay if I draw over this bird? I had an idea for how to tie this composition together.
Oh no! Move the bird.
You're gonna draw over my bird.
Don't draw
sorry.
over the bird. Let's relocate the bird if we
Let's
need to.
relocate the bird.
You can erase
And-
the bird. It's okay.
I don't
You
want
invite
to.
our guest here, Ian. and
Sorry.
he creates a beautiful
No,
bird
no,
swooping
draw
in
over
from the
bird.
skies.
Oh my god.
And you just want to erase its existence?
I'm just trying to tie it all together.
Hey, also, can we erase this Doinkler fan over here in the sun too? Just erase all that real quick.
There we go. Why? Like a
I'm joking.
doinkler in the sun.
I would never do that to you.
Unlike
What's your
some
idea of
people.
tying it all together there, Ian?
I was gonna put a box with a bunch of little profiles in the center and say, "Choose your fighter."
Do it.
Oh, I see.
The bird is
Bird.
deteriorating. He's
I
like,
choose bird.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's turning into sand. Oh no, he blew away. He turned
Oh
into
my
sand.
god. Somebody just After Effects Peter into a non-existence.
Doesn't Spider-Man actually have an enemy that's sand? What if he just turned into different sand?
I think he's called. Oh God, what's he
Sandman.
called? He's called the Man. Oh, you never mind.
The man? Sand. Man sand?
A man of
Man
sand?
sand.
Panama?
Man Sandler. Adam Sandler is his name.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man.
I didn't know you were gonna button hook me.
Oh,
It's either doing a Happy Gilmore sequel.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're lying.
I think it's like close to done. No, I think it's gonna be like a Netflix
Oh my
joint.
God.
But no, it's I mean, there's like pictures from the movie already. So like I think it's like
Good lord.
close
Well,
to
I'll
done.
tell you what. I'm glad it's not a Billy Madison sequel. Billy Madison is, in my opinion, is the best of the two. It's a great movie, and it's untouched still. Thank goodness. So
Let's throw out some Happy Gilmore 2
predictions.
predictions.
Okay.
I think here's my first one. Shooter McGavin is going to be like a mayor or so like somebody
That's a pretty
like a
good guess.
politician or somebody like bigger.
Yeah. That's a pretty good
But,
guess. I assume there will be a crappy pop song in it that feels out of place. I predict
There'll be
that
some type
they'll.
of thing where like Chubb's hand is like somewhere where like I don't know, he has it or it's like
Chubb's hand is like on a
He has it,
fucking
like,
plaque on a wall, and they're gonna
like,
look at it at one
yeah,
point. He's gonna be
something
like,
stupid.
"That's Chubb's hand right there." I suspect
you think
that
he'll
at
get in a
some
fight
point
with like some
the
other
the ghost
celebrity?
of Bob Barker will come in CGI and be like, "Hey, you
maybe he'll
fuck."
fight Drew Carey.
That'd be funny.
Also, the bird is gone, but still don't click it if it reappears. But just want to say
Yeah,
that.
watch out for that bird. He'll get you.
Watch out for that bird.
He'll get you. But dumb ultimately is my biggest prediction. Dumb.
Yeah. My prediction is
Not
it'll
surprised.
suck. It'll suck and it'll
I've
be
just stopped.
bad.
There was a time where I was like, oh man, they're doing that. Now I'm just kind of like, whatever. Okay, I'm just
Yeah, I
not
don't
gonna
care
watch.
anymore. I am numb to the world.
It's
I just hope it's not
It's gonna-
woke.
I know, right? That's my greatest fear too.
God,
I'm sorry.
that would be the worst thing if it was.
Is this one of those woke movies?
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Dumb. I mean, they're gonna remake Everything You Love at some point or sequel it.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
always.
coming.
They should animate
It's just
it.
gonna happen. They're the
Do the live action Happy Gilmore.
the search for long-standing IP. The thing is, they've already used all the things that they can actually like make a franchise out of. Now they're just looking for anything they can suck like a little bit of like money out of. The mosquitoes.
There's always these
culture
weird
mosquitoes.
trends that kind of occur. Reboots and sequels, that's been a trend for a minute. I mean, I guess it's been a trend for a long time. Maybe since the beginning of movies. But I don't know. There's like the trend where like superhero things got really popular. So then like every comic book was getting like snapped up and they were trying to turn it into something.
Yeah.
Video games are kind of popping off all of a sudden because Last of Us did good and
Fallout did good too now.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a thing. Maybe sometime it probably won't happen because it'd be expensive, but it'd be cool if there was a trend in the future where they're like, let's remake everything but as cartoons.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
I would like that trend. It'd be like the one time I'm like, yay.
Let's make everything but good.
Yay.
What a trend.
Yeah.
Let's make good stuff.
That's too expensive. They're not gonna do that trend.
Fuck that.
About churning it out.
I'm finally watching superhero movies lately.
Oh, yeah?
I watched like two of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
I like Far From
Those
Home.
are pretty good.
I like
those ones.
Yeah.
And we watched Deadpool also, all the Deadpool
Deadpool
movies.
1 is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I
2 and
ranked
3
them in
feel
order.
unnecessary, but I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, I don't know. I wasn't that crazy about 2 or 3. And it's not that they were like bad. It's just I was realizing while watching them that I wasn't really like
Herring.
buying what they were selling. It wasn't necessarily their
Yeah.
fault. It's just kind of I was like,
right.
okay, I'm not interested in this anymore. I'm realizing
Yeah. That
they're
time
doing
is
the
past.
thing. They advertised what they were going to do and they're doing it. And I'm just not the audience. I'm realizing.
No, you've moved on.
Or I'm not like interested. Yeah.
The
I was pretty
novelty
excited for
is
the last
worn
one just
off.
because I like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Yeah.
But then the movie wasn't really about him.
Yeah, Logan was
honesty.
very good. Like,
Yeah, Logan was great.
Still need
I
to
like
see
the
it.
one-offs that they've kind of been doing. Those seem to be like the best
Yeah.
ones. The things that all have to like weave into the bigger picture, I'm kind of
Those are the most tiring.
tired of.
Yeah. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy was good, is because like aside from being in like Endgame and all that stuff, like those movies are pretty standalone to the rest of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just kind of fatigued of the whole thing.
Yeah, me too. Been
It's-
for a while.
Some of them are good, but it's just I like to watch different stuff. My favorite part of watching a movie is when I'm like, whoa, this is so weird or different. I've never seen anything like this. Like that's
Yeah.
what I'm always searching for. So it's tough to like kind of consume the same thing over and over again, even if it's good. Like, even if it's made well and is a functional movie. I'm just kind of tired of watching the same kind of thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
So that's a me problem, is what I'm saying.
Well, it's not just a you problem. It's also just like it's been such a constant, steady stream. It's been like this background radiation of the whole cinema for like forever now. It feels like over like 12 years, over 10 years. Like we're approaching 15 years because Iron Man
I was in
came
high
out
school when Iron
Man came out in 2009, I want to say. So if that's when it came out, then
Jesus.
yeah, it's been about 16 years.
They've been at it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, but you can tell like I'm not alone, and obviously movies, they're gonna make what sells and what people are into and what the trends are, and people loved the superhero stuff for a long time, but you can tell that it's like starting to everyone's starting to get a little tired, I think, because you can see these movies that would have like absolutely crushed, like even the B-side movies crushed in the beginning. It was like Thor 2 was like that no one cared about, and it was still like was an absolute like blockbuster at the time.
Yeah.
And now like the ones that should crush are like no one saw it. It flopped. Like I think people are just kind of like, okay, that's enough.
I think they should do a dark and gritty Batman for a change.
I think you're
Really
right. They
dark.
haven't done that yet.
That's a good idea. Make it darker, grittier.
Happier and with your
Really
mouth
wash
more
out
open.
those colors.
They're like, all right, let's give Batman eyeshadow this time,
Yeah.
and play some Nirvana in the background.
Something in the way. Also, I just want to say, I feel like it may have been a huge miscalculation to, at the end of the big story arc, the big one that you'd been, like, building up to for, like, over a decade or 10 years or something like that, you know, kind of killing off or ending all of the, like, main characters who you've, like, grown to, like and care about over those 10 years, and, like, you know, trying to replace them with an all new cast and expecting like the same level of like success and churn.
Yeah,
that may have been a miscalculation.
I think a lot of the actors were probably like,
I'm done.
I doubt it was Marvel that was like,
Oh, 1,000%.
all right, sorry, Chris Evans, you're out.
But
you
Marvel-
had your time in the sun.
You're
You're
old
out of here. No,
Yeah,
I think he
Marvel
was probably
had
like,
to.
all right, I made superhero movies for a decade. I'm done.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. But also, like, Marvel had to know the actors were gonna leave at some point. So, like, did they not have
Sure.
a contingency plan? Because it seems like they didn't. It feels like they've been like scrambling.
Contingency plan is you just wait for them to come back and then cast them as a different character, like
Yeah.
like how
Robert Downey Jr.
Jr. is gonna be Doctor Doom now for some
Yeah.
reason.
He's probably
I
gonna
don't know.
be alternate universe Iron Man who became Doctor Doom, is my prediction.
Yeah, man, the alternate universe stuff is boring as well.
Yeah.
It's all boring.
Isn't there a character that canonically is shared by DC and Marvel to keep those universes separate? Make a movie about that guy.
Whoa.
That'd be awesome.
I didn't know that existed. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. know.
I'm curious what the next thing will be. Probably video games. I think there's gonna be a lot of video game movies.
There's a lot of movies.
Maybe not. I don't know.
There's a lot of video game things you can make, and you shouldn't necessarily make them, but you could. And there's a lot of like, there's a deep well, and I would love for people who actually give a fuck to make some adaptations of video game properties, because there's some that I feel like would be great.
Some would be really cool, but then also a lot of games that are beloved and have reason to be so as a game would, I think, be pretty dumb once you like focus a like magnifying glass on them for 90 minutes, like actually like write a story.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
agree.
about this character likes to jump,
Yeah.
and they collect cans of corn, and when they get a
So-
hat, it makes them stronger, and when they lose the hat, they're weaker. Now let's
So-
write a whole movie about this guy.
So wait, say these elements again. I want to guess what game you're referencing.
Oh, that weren't real.
You were just
trying to
making it,
make,
okay? Because I was like, I don't
a
recognize it.
generic video game.
Okay. So you tell me there's a bear, right? And there's a bird in his backpack? What the fuck? And he's getting jigsaw puzzle pieces? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of my fucking office right now.
I think a witch stole his sister or something like that.
Yeah. And he learns moves from a mole? What?
Real quick, speaking of Banjo-Kazooie, we've been talking about me playing it and you like hanging out while I do so.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, there's one interesting way that I'll show you it, how it looks and everything, and you might be down, you might not, but I was fiddling around and I can use that VR like bedroom set to like play it on like an old like tube TV.
That'd
That
be
might
incredible.
be a fun way to do it.
You should totally
That's
do
very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
I even like booted it up to try it out and it totally works. So that might be a fun way to do it. That would be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
There's this cool I know I've shown you it, Ian, but I don't know if Matt, if you know about this, but there's this cool open source kind of VR thing. It's called EMU VR, and
Who, me?
it's free, and it's just something like the me. And it allows you to basically create like a childhood nostalgic bedroom, and like you can put like whatever consoles you want in it, and you can put like You can even like edit like what your wallpaper and your bedspread is, and you could like I have like the like glow in the dark stars on my ceiling, and I have like you customize all the posters in the room, and
That's so cool.
That's pretty great.
and it just feels very. You can pick like specific TVs and VCRs and things of that nature, and like you can make it feel very like it really tickles the nostalgic part of your brain. And then it like makes it very physical, all the like emulation, because you have to actually grab the cartridge and like put it in the thing, and you have to like, plug the cords into the TV. Like it's pretty,
that's so cool.
pretty wild.
Incredible.
I
Gianna
think that'd be a
says,
fun way to do it.
Gianna says, what do you mean they're named after fucking instruments? In regards to Banjo-Kazooie. Anyways, yeah, you should totally do that though. That'd be a fantastic way to have you play Banjo-Kazooie for the first time, and I'd love to commentate. It'd be super duper fun. Yeah.
The only thing it's missing that I think would be really cool, you can play video in the thing, like you can put video files and like turn them into like a VHS that you pop into VCR and stuff like that. But I wish I could like stream a screen on my computer into it so that I could put your head like on your webcam on a screen.
That'd be
like
fantastic.
while you're hanging out, you're like actually in the room, like on a screen talking to me. But I can't do that. I looked around. There's no way to do it. I don't.
If I was in VR, could I sit next to you while you played the game?
Yeah, they have a net play things. You can join other people's rooms.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sounds
how we gotta do it.
wonderful, actually.
That's how we got to do it.
Yeah, maybe that's what we do. We wait till we have that rig. But I don't know what the avatars look like, because I've never tried it multiplayer, but it's a feature. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to play around with it more. But it's pretty cool. Oh, so you're drawn 12 characters.
If you help me draw them, we'll get them done real quick.
Yeah, that's true. I would have added Swooping Bird, but it's gone now.
Why'd you get rid of
yeah,
Swooping Bird?
A purple bird would have looked really good there.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of what this drawing's missing.
I like our indoor
so-
sun. I'm gonna get rid of the indoor sun. See you later, indoor sun.
No, that's the character I was just adding to the character select list.
But yeah. Oh. Wait. Hold on. He's back.
Hell yeah, and he's cool as hell. I like his sunglasses.
Yeah.
So I've consumed some media.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. First off, we have been playing Valheim for a long time. We finally made it to the Ashlands today.
Hey.
And it's scary. It was very scary getting there. It's like the bottom of the map, and you have to sail through all these like giant rocks, and there's like very narrow things you have to sail through. And there were birds and a new serpent that shoots fireballs that was attacking us.
Oh my god.
And we finally found land, and we were met at land by like 15 different enemies, like just waiting on the beach. So it's scary. But that's the last area so far. I think they have one more they're going to add before they hit 1.0 in 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we're at there. So we're approaching the end. We beat the queen, which is the enemy in the Mistlands, and that was tough. It's a big bug, and she took us like almost an hour to fight. Like it was a whole thing. And me and Leviathan Den, who've been playing it, we agree with you now. The Mistlands suck. It just took us a while though.
You'd come around and see my way.
We finally beat the area, and we're like, okay, so it was the coolest designed area, but I hate it, and I don't want to go back anymore. It really wore me down.
Yeah.
Not being able to see shit. I think it'd be worth, like, now that we beat it, it might be fun to like mod it so the mist is gone or something.
Yeah.
Like I put in the work. Now I can just.
You earn the ability to play the
that
Mistlands normal, like.
Yeah, it's a cool area. Like it's super like interesting to look at. And there's the giant skeletons and swords and shit like sticking out of the ground that are pretty cool, and the dwarves and stuff. But yeah, so there's that. And then I've also kind of been dabbling in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 because I'm way behind. But it's pretty fun. I don't know why it took
I have that game installed and I've been meaning to stream it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, I get into it when like the second one comes out, and I'm like, would anybody even watch the stream now? Because I thought about the same thing. I'm like, should I be streaming it? But I'm like, everybody's watching too, probably.
Yeah,
but it doesn't really matter. Whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's still worth it.
It's pretty fun. And then lastly, what did we just watch? Oh yeah, White Lotus season 3 started. Me and Morgan watched the first episode last night. Have either of you ever seen that?
No, I haven't, but I wanna.
So it's fun. It's kind of like a soap opera-y drama, but it's a little more heightened than that.
It's got like a murder mystery going on, right?
Yeah, it's always got a murder mystery going on every season, and the humor is really dark, and it's like also very much about like
rich people
class, because every season takes place at a different resort somewhere in the world, and so you get a whole new cast of characters every season. Mostly, there's some people that like return, or there's like familiar faces occasionally, but you get a whole new cast, and it's like this dynamic between like the staff at these resorts and like the rich out of touch people, and it's just kind of an interesting dynamic. It's pretty fun. And then the culture of the area that it's in always kind of is a character in the season 2 in a way. So I don't know, I've enjoyed it so far. You know who writes that and like directs it?
Who?
It's pretty interesting. It's I don't know the guy's name, but in School of Rock, his like roommate,
Ed Schneebly.
Mr. Schneebly.
Yes.
that guy.
No way.
He like,
that's
that
cool.
Show.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I don't even know.
Well, good for him. Good for Mr. Schneebly.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the stuff that I've watched.
Well, very cool.
I saw a play.
I'm watching Severance still. Oh.
I'm going to recommend local theater. Go to a play.
That's a good idea.
At the high school, it was Mary Poppins. It was delightful.
Nice. I do love theater. Live theater is good.
Me too.
One of my friends from high school was in it, and he played the butler, who's kind of wacky, a lot of physical comedy.
Yeah.
A man broke his arm during a pratfall.
Oh my god!
And just like stuck it out for the rest of the show. What
this
a
show?
The one you finished the show. Yeah.
Wow.
Shoot.
What a hero.
It was awesome. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about his arm. But
he thought it was funny. Well, I mean,
I was in a play in middle school, and I played a butler, and he was also like the physical comedy character. And at one scene, I was supposed to jump over a couch, and my pants split when I did it. And
even better
in the moment. Well, that's the thing. In the moment, I was so upset about that, and also like I was just like, oh my god, I was so embarrassed, and I hit it, and no one knew. But if I would have, that's also, I'm gonna quantum leap back and just lean into that, because that's like that's a gift.
Yeah,
the gift that was given to me, and I was like terrified about it. I'm like, oh no. I should have just leaned into it and been like,
leaned in.
Did I do that? And then like, I don't know, something.
Done a little soft shoe.
Just really. Exactly. Do a little tap dance and I don't know, shit my pants or something. It would have been great. But sometimes God gives you a gift and you don't realize it till later.
That's right. I was in a play. I played a tombstone.
The frozen pizza?
No.
Oh.
The Undertaker's finishing move?
Yes, I played a big rock.
You're the manifestation of it.
That's right. I just walked up to people, and as my lines are always, I just go, and tombstone them. What I did not look like what a tombstone does look like right now, just then, but that's because I cannot stand up and tombstone a non-existent person.
I remember when I was in middle school, I liked doing the plays, and I was like, they were like mandatory.
Yeah.
They just made everybody do it because it was like a tiny school.
Yeah.
And I actually liked them, so I would like try out for like the parts. And
Yeah, I
nobody
tried
else
to
wanted to do them, but they
I
had
tried
to.
to get parts.
But looking back, like I was like preparing for like the audition and stuff, but like I could have just all I would have had to do is go in and be like, I want to be in this, and I would have gotten the part because
Yeah.
no one else wanted to do it.
They'd
And
be
I'm
like,
trying
great.
to, like, yeah, wow. Oh, you want to be in it? You're sold.
Yeah, you're the one person that wants to speak. Awesome.
Yeah, you got it. You're locked in.
Oh my god, somebody actually wants to participate? That's incredible. Fellas.
Yes.
Ladies.
how's it going?
So we were talking about Killer Tofu last episode. And yeah.
Nothing to add.
Yeah, nothing.
Just a little recap.
Talking
Last
about the
week on
beats.
DrawBomb,
Yeah.
we were talking about the beats, yes.
We were talking about the beats.
And their hit single.
Killer Tofu.
Remember that episode of Doug where they go on like a bus trip to a Beats concert? That was awesome.
Dude,
I don't know
yeah.
if I do. There's
I
only
think
a
they got
few
lost.
episodes that live in my brain.
Doug taught me how to have anxiety. Thanks, Doug.
Yeah.
There's a weird like genre that exists of like
Doug
Doug is
was
kind of
like
Charlie Brown coded.
Yeah, Doug and
Yeah.
like Doug like Charlie Brown was like child shoegazer TV.
What does that mean?
Shoegazer?
What are you
Very-
talking about?
Yeah.
Very like sort of timid and like I mean shoegaze, you're looking at your shoes all the time. Like you're very
Oh,
timid.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Kind of
Got it,
like
got it.
mellow, kind of like shoegaze music is like a thing, and it's just like very sad, like slow, kind of vibey, chilled out, like sad music is shoegaze music.
Makes sense. I just hadn't heard that term before.
Oh
but
yeah.
I got it now.
Makes perfect sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Does.
I learned a thing.
Yeah, I taught you guys a thing. Wow. I saw your face and wow.
It's kind of a weird thing. I guess like in some ways it's probably good because it like kind of normalizes like depression and things like that. It makes it like this thing without making it a thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it always just felt like a weird thing to like write like a comedy around. I'm always like, I feel bad for this guy.
Yeah. There's a show on Netflix called like Baby Reindeer, and from what I hear about it, it's very much like a sad comedy. That's a
Me
drama.
and Morgan watched it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was good, but it was like it's definitely sad, and it's like based on a true story. So
Based on a true
that's the whole
story, like
thing
a
that
very
makes
true
it
story,
sad,
from what I hear.
sad,
Yeah.
sadder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about stalking and depression and
And sexual
sorts of
abuse. And,
big things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good though.
It was, I mean, it's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main guy in it, he's who it happened to, so he's like,
yeah.
Playing the part of, I don't know. So it's like kind of autobiographical.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good way to like. It's cool that he got to make that show and like about that, like kind of telling his life story. That's got to be a very
Totally.
and then like make it well. Like the fact that it's good and people are liking it. It's got to be a good way to sort of like you've sort of turned that dark chapter of your life into your biggest success, which is kind of
you're
something
owning
kind
it.
of there's something kind of very heartwarming, perhaps, about that, or exploitative. Who knows?
See it being therapeutic.
Yeah. Cathartic. That's the word I was looking for. You probably get a lot of catharsis
yeah,
turning
it's-
that into an
John
award-winning
says-
show.
Baby Reindeer is a heavy ride. Yes, it is. It's not a feel-good show at all, but
Yeah.
it's a it's a good watch. I liked it. I mean, I felt like shit afterwards, but
There's those shows where it's like, wow, I just watched something incredible and I'm gonna feel bad the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't talk about this yet, but I did watch Scream 6. I don't think I talked about that on the show.
Oh, how was it?
I liked it.
Is that the one where they changed the mask? Or am I thinking of the TV show? Or there's some weird iteration now that doesn't really look like anything like.
Sort of. I mean, so the TV
Scream.
The TV show had a different mask. I've seen the TV show too, actually, but the new movie has like different. The newest movie is sort of like it's calling back to the series constantly. It's like it takes place in Brooklyn now, or like in New York instead of in like some small LA town or something like that, or I don't know.
Okay.
Small LA town. Yeah. Some small California town or something like that.
Like
but
suburb or
yeah, or not small probably. But anyways, but yeah, I liked it. It was fun. It was a good time. It did some surprising and interesting things. It gave you characters to watch and either like or hate, and then you got to watch them either survive or not. It feels like, I will say, there's like a lot of what's the word? Especially when I read the IMDb trivia after the fact, because I'm a person who always reads the IMDb trivia after I watch a movie, but the trivia and the movie itself seem to be really talking about like, yes, the legacy of the Scream franchise, and I was kind of and they're like building it up, and in my mind I was kind of just like, I don't know if anyone really likes Scream that much.
like, I think it was big at its time, and it also like I think did kind of a
it started meta, like
thing.
It didn't.
That wasn't really being done so much, especially in that genre.
It didn't start meta, but it definitely brought meta more mainstream than it did, like a movie being meta about its own formula and like content. I feel like that wasn't done a whole lot, and so that movie sort of brought that concept into a mainstream sort of appeal.
Yeah. I mean, I watched most of the, like, all the ones that were like in the 90s. Like I was watching all those. I was
watched
a kid, but I was
yeah,
I was watching them.
I've watched Scream 4, I've watched Scream the TV series, and I've watched Scream 6 now. So that's it.
Have you seen the original?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should.
I should.
I think it probably holds up decently. I don't know.
It's probably better than the things I've watched.
Being like an actual, yeah. It's probably the best one, honestly, like would be my guess.
Probably. It's a good guess. Usually is the case.
I remember watching like that, and like I Know What You Did Last Summer was like another 90s one.
I have seen the original
good, though,
Nightmare on Elm Street. In fact, I think I mean I've seen it before, but I watched it
Didn't
again.
we watch like
with
the
you
first like 5 of them, and we got
watched
to like
the
the one where it's supposed to get good again, and then we stopped watching.
I know, movie night died by then. I hate that.
I know.
Bring movie night back.
So this is a way, not to keep harping on VR all the time, but we've been playing around. There's this app called Big Screen, and it allows you to like hang out like in like a theater, and you can put anything on the screen.
VR.
And I think that's gonna be a good way to reinvigorate movie night.
I'm gonna put money towards it to have a VR set for my birthday as a gift to me.
I wouldn't rush towards it, but some point it'd be fun. But it's one of those things that's still kind of niche, even though it's been out for a long time now.
Yeah.
So you know, it's kind of like a toy. The majority of stuff that comes out for it feels like a tech demo, but there's some fun stuff you can do with it. I don't know. I enjoy it a lot, but everybody's different.
Yeah,
and some people
mind. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and some people really feel like even if they enjoy it, it makes them feel sick as shit. So like, make sure you're like capable of doing it too before you invest in it too much.
I wouldn't mind getting into some Beat Saber so I can exercise during the winter months.
Yeah.
Yes.
there's this one game called Pistol Whip, and it's a rhythm game where you're shooting targets and you're also dodging bullets to music. And it's really fun, but it's such a workout. I played one time, like I got really into it, and I played like a bunch of levels, and the next day my legs were like, you basically dodging bullets, like you're like doing squats like repeatedly. So like by the time that I was done, I was like jelly legs the next day, and I'm like,
yeah, but your ass was dummy thick though.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can, you know, it's a shelf now.
That's right.
My
man.
legs are tree trunks.
Hell yeah. Got a watermelon to squash between them. This drawing's done, right?
I think so.
All right, do you want to take a quick break and then we'll come back and play some games?
Great
Sure.
job, gang.
This is the Slug Thief drawing.
Slug Thief, Egbert copyright.
Exactly.
All right, folks, we'll be back.
That's that character's name so that we don't get sued. That's copyright.
Yeah.
Copy.
Happy, right? Copy.
All right,
Okay.
we'll be right back.
Bye. Jump scare. Hey, folks, we are back. How's it going? We're back. Now, before we continue with any games or any shenanigans, I just want to look at the draw along because I can't help but notice we seem to have more
Some great stuff happening over here.
on there. We have Mad Lad drawing a very Dark Souls looking ass bombman.
Yeah. Lotus Clock, great as always.
Yeah.
Mad Lad, always up in their game. It feels like they're one-upping themselves every time.
Mad Lad,
I like all the detail.
yeah, Mad Lad's a talented artist. Mad Lad's
I know.
got the skills. And then we have a beautiful little butterfly up in the upper right, and I can't help but wonder who drew that? Who drew that little butterfly? Who drew that little butterfly? I knew it. I knew she drew the little butterfly. Gianna just admitted to it. Wait. Hold on. I have something for this.
Oh my God! He admitted it.
Wow, you do have something for that, eh?
So, yeah. Wow.
Great job, everybody. I love that the draw-alongs are getting a little more action
Yeah.
now.
Me too. It's fantastic to see.
The more, the merrier. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Now let's play a
I'm very proud of
game.
this community.
I'm very proud of you all.
Me too.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting constantly. Y'all are always here. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm so proud of you and you.
Subscribe
guys-
immediately, chat.
I am so proud of you and you.
Yeah.
What am I, a performing monkey?
You know, if you got one of those Prime Twitch subs just sitting there rotting away in your pocket, go ahead and use it. Why don't you? You know,
might as well go and use it
make-
willy-nilly on us.
steal some of
Willie.
make Jeff Bezos pay my bills. That's
Please.
you know,
That'd
that's
be
how you can
great.
do that. If you want to
Yeah.
make him do that, that's how you make him do that.
Yeah. Give a little prime sub to us. Let me check. Hold on. Let me just go to our channel real quick.
Toilet.
I think you're still in the middle of one right now.
Let me just go to our channel real quick.
Toilet.
I think you're still in the middle of one right now. Whoa, that's me.
What's going on?
To
Yeah,
show
it would
within a show.
appear that I am still 4 days remaining. I need to do it next week.
All right, can't wait.
Yeah. It's the least Jeff could
If you
do.
just donate to yourself, you can. It's infinite money glitch.
That's right.
So yeah, doink that subscribe button.
Doink that subscribe
Yeah,
button
doink.
right in the doink filler.
All right.
All right. So let's
Let's play a
find.
game.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game, shall we? All right. Let me go to our Google Drive.
Gianna says it's the least Jeff could do. It's literally the least he could do.
Literally the least.
I think he could do so much, and that's that's at the bottom.
Okay. Now I'm going to do roll a
beautiful bean
47-sided
footage.
die.
Remember that, everyone? Remember that?
What?
Remember that commercial from the 90s?
with the dog and the
The
beans.
talking dog? Yeah.
The bean
dog
dog
loves to eat beans. That dog eats only beans. The owner doesn't.
I don't think
feed
that
it.
dog should be eating beans, honestly.
Probably not. It's probably unhealthy for the dog. I mean, they're
Ooh.
carnivores. They need to be eating. They can't just be eating baked beans all the time. They will. Your
Yeah,
dog
that
will
dog's
pass away.
dead.
Damn, that got dark. So, oh, the
Mr.
the zoom-ins don't work.
I don't know who the main guy was, but he's like, Father, you fed me nothing but beans. I wonder if the beans were the source of his power because he was a talking dog, or if it was just coincidence.
So I just
Ian, why are you
want
contributing to this?
We need more talking
Worrying
dogs, honestly.
I just want to tell you
I
what game
agree.
we're gonna
I
play.
Okay,
Does
fine.
it involve a talking dog?
Maybe
Or beans?
it could. So here's the game. Draw what you think a word on Urban Dictionary means. The other person draws the real definition, but there's 3 of us, so maybe we swap. So like we'll do a round where we draw.
Two
What-
fakes and
Wait.
one real?
Ooh,
But
that would be.
I don't know that we can draw the real one. That might be against TOS.
Well, look, we have to pick. We're not doing like the Urban Dictionary word of the day. That's a candidate. What
Okay.
do like? So should I look up the word on Urban Dictionary and then I'll be the one cursed with the real definition, or I can try not to look.
Or the chat could
all-
vote on which one is closest.
We could all draw the same one, but then
I like
how would
that
we get
idea.
it without revealing it? Maybe the chat would
Gianna.
have to give us one, but
Gianna,
Gianna's the arbiter of which one is the best or closest.
would you be able to look up a word on Urban Dictionary for us?
You might have to go
This
into incognito mode.
I'm understanding now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm understanding now why Morgan does not watch the show typically, because we put our chat to work.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to put you to work. I was doing dishes. No, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll handle this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I appreciate that you would offer to. Okay,
There has
okay.
to be some kind of way to get like a roulette, Urban Dictionary roulette.
So you can do random word, and I have now my hand is physically
Gianna will
covering.
help.
Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. No, I found it already. I found the word. Okay, are you guys ready for this?
I'm so ready.
I have my hand covering the word. Hold on, shit. Hold on. Shit. what-
Okay. So
Shit. It's not really that
No,
much of like
That's not the word.
slang. It's pretty ingrained.
Okay. 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 This is the word.
Okay.
I don't know what it means.
okay.
That
I clicked.
Jetchi.
I clicked random word on on Urban Dictionary, and I used my hand to cover up the because the
Probably
word of the word of the day is bread and circus, which I know what that means personally. I don't know if you guys.
Jetchi.
Legit.
It's a new slur, and we're gonna get.
I'm nervous that I keep saying it
Absolutely
over and
booted.
over. I'm gonna find out what it is that I've been saying.
Should somebody look this word up to make sure we are not committing a crime against humanity right now?
Yeah. Someone please, yeah. Double check, make sure.
Gianna
this is
does have a
safe
favorite
word.
that they could recommend too, but they're saying do something else.
Get it off the screen.
Oh
Erase
god!
it.
Oh
Get it
god!
off.
Oh god! DEFCON 1.
There.
Okay, okay. Let Jitcha here, or I shouldn't say it anymore. Wow,
No, I'm
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Are you guys ready?
People are perverts.
Are you guys ready for it? Let
What is
Jeje is the
Toilet.
South African slang for a dick. It's preferred over dick because it's much smoother than the tongue.
okay.
No.
So the dick is smoother on the tongue?
Yeah. So I appreciate it, Gianna. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think we were gonna want to draw that.
I'm just
Or-
gonna say drawing a penis is probably the safest bet for any of these words.
True. Well, I wouldn't have drawn
True.
My drawing won't be that obscene, probably. But
Yannick
the
can give
reveal
points for
will be.
creativity, though.
My suggestion was gonna be salsa fuck, laugh my ass off, but maybe that's not great for drawing. Oh god, no, definitely not.
I don't know what that means either.
I'm gonna look up salsa fucked. Here we go. When you
She
make
just linked to it.
nachos, only to find out that you have no salsa left, and therefore making nachos was useless. That's pretty
Am I
good.
criminal for sometimes eating dry nachos
I'll eat
without
nacho.
salsa?
Well, but it's like if you're serving it for a party.
Gianna says that's not the one. This phenomenon occurs when dining at a Mexican restaurant with a large group and the salsa is not distributed evenly throughout the table. The areas of the table that do not have ample amounts of salsa are salsa fucked. Is that the correct one?
Perhaps.
Kind of like that I think you should leave sketch.
Yeah.
Where
What?
she says that's the one. All right.
Not enough salsa. I can't believe you would say I would do that. That one.
Noob, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Cod
The
Noob.
one where he is on a first date and he makes the waiter ask his date to stop eating all the loaded nachos with all the stuff on it.
Yeah,
And then he just like
she accuses him. He's like, "What?"
outs him right immediately. He's like, what? He's like, let's get out of here. And she's like, no, this date's over. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Good one. That's a funny one. I like salsa fucked. Should we have somebody else look for one and make sure it's like?
I guess so. Okay, wait, hold
safe?
on.
I don't want to give work to people.
Maybe I should just read. I should be the one who knows. Or okay.
She just gives another one. Marinelli.
Marinelli.
He's super hood, super
How do you guys feel about that word?
super dude, super fly.
What is a
We're all gonna
Marinelli?
draw like a pasta or something.
Marinelli. All right,
I can go in a different direction. So
I can go in a different direction. So that feels perfect.
All right.
Marinelli.
Oh, hi.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not Googling it. If you heard me clicky clacking, okay, just don't.
I swear to God, Matt. I swear to fucking
No,
God.
I realized how that might have sounded.
What
no,
is
that's not what I was
Marinelli?
doing.
Thank you,
All right,
Gianna, by the way. Thank you so much for the help.
Yeah, we
Thank
appreciate you.
We really, really appreciate it. Marinelli.
No, I didn't hide anything yet. I was gonna make some quick spaces for us to make things a little easier. Go. Ian. Matt.
Matt, will you draw a penis? Wait, why'd you touch my penis? Get your hands off me.
All right. I have this.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Oh.
Man, they touched his willy.
Suck ding dongs.
Willie. All right. I'm hiding both your layers. You're hidden.
I gotta hide your guys' ears. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put.
We have
the
a
word
great, audience here.
We sure do.
Wow, what a terrific audience.
What do we do for audience?
Marinelli, is that right?
I'm gonna write it
up
down
there.
here.
Oh. Well, now it's at the top and the bottom.
Oh shit. Here, do you
You
mind
guys
if?
fucked
Alright.
up. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we should just not make this show anymore, I think. I'm embarrassed.
There we go.
Final straw.
I'm just gonna. You wrote it beautifully. You wrote a beautiful Marinelli. Okay.
is going to take a portion of my cunning. No. All my cunning.
Was that Family Guy? Yeah, it's Family Guy. I don't know why, but like I couldn't remember that quote. Like I didn't remember that quote was from Family Guy, but for some reason when you said it, my brain was like, "That's a Peter Griffin line," and like I don't know why. Deep down,
my perfect impression.
I was gonna say he was doing a Peter Griffin voice. I think is part of it, right?
That'd probably do it.
You guys watch
I don't know what it was.
I don't know, man. That guy started doing that voice, like that character. I started to think of that character.
It also, like, the fact that the quote started with, "I am Peter Griffin and..."
Yeah, that's
Probably
weird that you didn't catch on there.
That's weird. I didn't hear that part. That's weird. I don't know. Must be blew my
I'm Peter
mind.
Griffin and I'm here to say.
I'm here to do this thing in a Peter Griffin way. My name is Peter Griffin.
It's interesting
and I'm
how...
here to
Are they
say-
still making Family Guy?
Yeah.
I think
They
so.
totally are, aren't they? It's interesting how, like, the show that, like, was maybe once, like, at least in structure, like, compared... or, like, thought of as kind of like a Simpsons knockoff is now, like, that show that's, like, been going forever.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, almost like an institution at this point. It's been going forever. Like, it's weird that those shows exist still, because I'm, like, not that I'm, like...
Who watches them?
Who watches them? Is it like a money laundering scheme for networks? Like,
I'll be honest, I still watch Family Guy. I haven't watched it lately, but like I still watch Family Guy.
No judgment to anybody who like watches new Family Guy or Simpsons or whatever, but I'm just saying like they're still going, and I haven't watched like and this isn't me even being like a hipster, like I haven't watched it in this long, but just out of like, I'm just shocked that they still are going, because I haven't seen a new episode of these shows in like almost a decade. Like
So what I will tell you is this. One, I've never talked to a lot of people. What am I trying to say? Okay. Yes, I never talked to a lot of people. No. Look, you can say I don't know anybody who watches The Simpsons nowadays, and I don't know if this is still the case, but I remember back when I was living at the house I lived in for a while. It was like for 3 years in Philly, in South Philly. We had cable for a while, and my roommate was watching The Simpsons, like new episodes of The Simpsons on the on-demand when we had cable, and he was like, "No, it's still good." To be fair, I got him started on it because I was watching. They had like the first 3 seasons, so I started watching classic Simpsons on the on-demand, and they like were putting on the new episodes of The Simpsons too. So he started like, he was like, "Oh, sick." So like there was at least somebody who either still now to this day or at that some point watched or watches new Simpsons. And this was like,
I bet the audience is actually pretty big. I bet you. I mean, it's network
Yeah.
TV, so it's like just by nature of being the most accessible TV, it's going to be popular. But I bet you like
it's on Hulu.
Simpsons is still doing pretty well.
It's on Hulu / Disney Plus. So I mean, you can access it not just if you're in America, but like if you're in other countries too, you can watch The Simpsons. And so it's like, what's like the viewership that like a show has to be considered like a big show? It's like 10 million or something, or I don't know. Like I guess like the record-breaking
Changes
ones were
depending
like,
on where it's airing.
I guess you're right, yeah. But I don't know.
Like network numbers are very different from cable numbers. Like
True,
what needs
true.
to be profitable type stuff. And I'm not even like judging, like a show like that's like gone through how many generations of writers, like, you know, like a team comes and goes, like, and probably takes like the whole like, you know, I'm sure like the show feels like a different thing in ways like as different people move.
Yeah, it goes through its own generations even after we've stopped paying attention to it.
So I'm not even like judging like the quality of it. I legitimately have no idea. There might have been really good seasons like in the last like 10 years that I'm not aware of.
I've seen a good recent episode
because I don't talk to anybody that watches it.
I've seen a good recent episode of The Simpsons. I mean, it was like a couple years ago. It was like 2020.
Still, that's fairly recent in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And the show's been going as long as I've been alive.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. Viewership by season. Season 12 averaged almost 15 million viewers per episode. Season 25 averaged 5 million, and season 35 averaged 1.74 million per episode.
Is 35 what they're on now?
It seems to be okay. What? See, of course, that's the generative AI numbers, so I could be wrong. They could be wrong. That's probably wrong.
What?
Let me
No,
see.
AI is smart. If you have if you want help, like, just whatever AI tells you is probably
Simpsons.
true.
Are we? Fine. 36. We're on 36 right now.
Wow, that's a lot of Simpsons.
Yeah, 781 episodes. That's almost as many as Shin-Chan.
Yeah, that doesn't even feel real because I just remember being a child.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There was
And
a
The
time when I
Simpsons being
wasn't
a
allowed to watch
phenomenon.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As of January 2025, 1,267 episodes of Shin-Chan have been made.
How many episodes of The Simpsons are there? Not that you have to just be. The
I
guy
just told you.
Oh, I missed that part. Oh, you said Shin-Chan.
Well, I said 782, I believe.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
Where did I see that number just now? But anyways, so yeah, 700. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I responded, "That's a lot of Simpsons." I think I was saying that to the seasons, but still, that's a lot of Simpsons.
Well, it's 781. There it is. Compared to Shin-Chan's 1,267.
One Piece still winning. What's the show with the most amount of episodes that exist?
I guess that's a great question.
And I don't count like news type things.
Or what about a soap opera?
Yeah, I guess that would count. Because I'm just trying to think of like narratives that are like being written.
What is the longest running TV show ever?
WWE Raw. Weekly
Fair.
episodic.
The longest running TV series in history is General Hospital, with. But this is very Western though. Like, are we looking for like specifically like American centric sort of?
Not necessarily. I'm just like kind of in. I guess it'd be more interesting if it was something I've heard of, but
yeah.
I guess I'm just kind of curious about.
General Hospital's number is 13,550, but like what anime has the most episodes? Saze-san is the longest running anime series with 7,000 episodes.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Wow.
Doraemon with 3,000. Anpanman for 1,800. So General Hospital at 13,000 is actually quite impressive. That actually feels
that show
like
must
it
still be going.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
And that feels like that could be longest running, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's a lot of episodes. If anime hasn't caught up to that number, then that's a lot. It's on ABC, which I feel like was like one of the original channels, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, General Hospital was like a popular soap opera-esque show in like the I want to say like the late 70s.
Was it that early? I thought it was
early
80s.
80s. Maybe it's the 80s. It might have been the 80s.
Let's find out.
80s, 90s, 2000.
Look it up, Ian. Look it up.
It's 19. Ready for it? Final bets?
I'm going to say 1988.
Say 82.
1963.
Oh, I should have stuck with my
Wow.
original 70s. thing.
Wow. The way
That's
I view time is insane. That's crazy.
In my defense, I haven't watched an episode of General Hospital, even though it's been going since my dad was a kid, apparently.
It's still going.
That's crazy.
It's still going. It's 4 hours ago, General Hospital will temporarily replace Jonathan Jackson amid multi-episode absence.
Not Jonathan Jackson.
Oh my god.
What was the show that ended with it all being a dream?
That would be
Multiple.
Right,
Dallas.
but there's a famous one.
Newhart.
It's Dallas. Oh, Dallas was the one I think I was thinking of.
Oh my god, why can't I think of this? St. Elsewhere.
Saint
Jesus
Elsewhere.
Christ.
No,
There we go.
Saint
Yeah, I know
Elsewhere
that's
was
one too.
inside of a autistic child's imagination,
Right.
and in fact,
Dallas was the one I was thinking of, though.
have you guys heard of the Tommy Westphall extended universe? Even though I've talked about it on the show at least 3 times.
Yes, I have, but maybe Matt hasn't.
Tell me.
The Tommy Westphall extended universe or something like, or the Tommy Westphall's imagined universe or something like that, is Saint Elsewhere, like a lot of TV shows, had crossover episodes, which means if the entirety of Saint Elsewhere takes place inside of an autistic child's imagination while he's looking at a snow globe, that means that every show that crossed over with Saint Elsewhere also takes place inside of this autistic child's imagination. So
true.
people have mapped out a graph of the number of shows that are inside of this universe, and let me see here, how many shows are in the kids' imagination in the Tommy Westphall imagination universe, whatever it's fucking called. The Tommy Westphall universe theory estimates into range. Okay, Tommy Westphall, over 1,500 film and television series.
I love this.
Let me see here. There's a graph you can find. Other arguments against the universe, arguments for it. People have made arguments against this theory.
I mean, I could make, like, I was about to say something that I think would just like kill the fun, and then I'm like, well, why? What's the point of that?
What were you gonna say? Go right ahead.
Well, it couldn't just be like a fanfic type thing, like, you know, like I could write a story and then I'm like, and then Batman shows up, and that doesn't mean
Shut up with your logic, Brandon. But it was like it was at some point it was like 91% of TV shows or like 81% of TV shows technically could be in the Tommy Westphall universe.
Fun idea.
Yeah.
He's the greatest writer of all time.
He really is. But yeah, it's pretty good. Anyways, that's the Tommy Westphall universe theory, is what it's officially called.
I like it, and it's true because just because.
Because. We're off to see the wizard.
Because I want it to be.
Fellas, how are you doing in your drawings?
I am getting there. I'm almost done with the drawing. Are you guys coloring yet? Or if you're planning on coloring, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I've been Googling.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been giving you lots of jobs. I haven't started coloring yet, but I plan to. I'm getting close to being done.
Mad Lad says, I thought Doctor Who would be up there. Yeah, Doctor Who I thought would have quite competitive number of episodes. But the thing about Doctor Who is they have like 10 episodes a season, usually. I think.
That makes it hard to hit them numbers.
Yeah.
I think anime and
soap operas.
Soap operas are hard to compete with because they're designed around being inexpensive. At least some of them. Obviously, there's like very amazing, beautiful animes, but some of them are designed to be something that you can make rapid fire.
Anime is impressive in that it ranges from, you'll have an anime that's 3 episodes long, and then you'll have an anime that's 9 million episodes long.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Tokyo
It's
Godfathers?
I have not.
Great anime movie by Satoshi. My favorite anime director is Satoshi Kon. And man, that movie's so good.
I'll have to watch it.
He's made
What I still need to watch is the Cowboy Bebop movie. Still haven't seen it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Stop it. Sorry, my cats are playing. I wasn't telling you to stop it. You keep doing what you're doing, man. You're killing it.
were telling me you know
Both of you.
you lie. You lie. No.
Fuck to
Shut up. Shut the fuck
no.
up.
What? What's the problem? I don't understand. It's a
God
hot
damn
meme
it.
right now, guys.
Oh my god.
You guys heard of this Hawk
Fucking-
Dua girl?
As soon as I did
Go to
it,
bed.
as soon as I made the noise,
I like the fact that everyone hates it so much is like, well, I can't stop.
she just, dude, she sounded so much like Sandy Squirrel when she was like, I'm gonna bathe. I'll catch you guys later.
CoffeeZilla scares me.
Yeah, he's scary, dude. Gianna Luna says, "Oh no, Ian, I actually didn't like the Cone film I saw very much. That's fine. He makes some weird stuff. What did you see? Because I'd be interested in knowing. He makes some very interesting stuff. Tokyo Godfathers is a rough watch until the end, and then it kind of feels like you've earned a payoff. But it's like, you know, it's, man, what a movie. Really good movie. Highly recommend. He also made he made Paranoia Agent, he made Paprika, he made what's the other one? The Perfect Blue, or A Perfect Blue. I had to watch Millennium Actress for a podcast and did not enjoy it. It felt very convoluted for no reason. I saw Millennium Actress, so I can comment on that. It's convoluted. It does feel deliberately like it's kind of topsy-turvy in terms of its storytelling to sort of disguise like what's essentially, so if, for you guys, Millennium Actress is basically, it's this woman, she's a very famous Japanese actress. She is, I forget if she's dying at the beginning of the movie, but she's like dying. She's like dying. I forget. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it's basically yeah, what Gianna says. It's kind of like it's about her life. She's kind of looking back on her life, and it kind of, she meets like this artist, and the artist kind of like is nice to her, and then they have to part ways, and then the Japanese dictatorship takes over, and things are bad for her, and she's just reflecting on that in her life, and like there's like parts of it that are sort of plot twists for later, and so they make the storytelling very non chronological and kind of confusing to make the plot twist be able to be held off for long enough, which is kind of you know, it's not my favorite sort of way to handle that. And yeah, what Gianna said is, I think, a very valid sort of argument against it, in that she does sort of meet this guy, and she does sort of obsess with him, over him for quite a while, like for the rest of her life, essentially. So much so that she's like consumed by her thoughts of him on her deathbed, essentially. But you know, not every movie's a winner, that's for sure. I've heard overly flowery film style and convoluted storylines are Cohn's thing, so I'm not necessarily looking to watch more of his work. I might have to watch Perfect Blue for the podcast though at some point. I would definitely recommend watching. For one thing, I had to say I'm a big fan of Satoshi Kon's movies and stuff because I like his art style. It's like my favorite sort of form of anime style, where it just looks like really beautiful and good drawings of people. Here, I'll post an example of one of his movies on the thing right here. Ooh, shit. But I love his art style. Yeah, his art style is absolutely gorgeous. And his animation is, like, unmatched, I would say. Let me see. Oh, this is a perfect example right here. Oh wait, this isn't the most perfect example. Let me find. Let me see. Man, it's hard because like his movies do kind of switch styles a lot, but okay, this is a pretty good example. I feel like you get a good boom. There it is, but like it doesn't look like anime, you know, like how you'd typically think of anime. Oh, you can't see it because I'm posting it on a layer you guys have hidden. Okay. Here we go.
I like the...
I'm sorry to paste over what you're drawing, Matt.
No, it's okay. You've been doing that all night, so.
Let's just delete Matt, if you can go ahead and delete whatever you're drawing.
I'm so
please.
sorry, Matt. You
Get
finally
that out
get
of
a
the way.
tablet. You join our show for like the first time in so long. And I'm just like, hey, can we delete your fucking shit? Get it out of my way.
Evil.
Get your
Scram.
dumbass bird out of here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Scram.
Scram. But here, I will say, watch Tokyo Godfathers because it's a movie that takes place over the course of one night. And it's just following 3 characters trying to... Justice for Purple Bird hashtag.
Exactly. Matt, I never would have erased your bird. I just want the record to show.
Thanks, Brandon. You're a true friend.
Oh my god.
I would live and die for that bird.
But yeah, Tokyo Godfathers takes place over the course of one night, and it's chronological, so it's just like a really hard to sort of abstract that much sort of movie, and it's sort of as a movie it does a perfect job of sort of encapsulating what I like about Satoshi Kon's movies, which are they are focusing on people and what makes them human and like what drives a person forward after horrible circumstances, and like you know, how do you as a person be a person to people. And I think that's and he's got like a great way of sort of, you can feel empathy kind of coming from his movies, which I really like. And those are totally personal, like those are very subjective reasons to like a person's movies, I think. But you know, I think in his scripts and in his storytelling, they can feel a bit contrived at times, but they are ultimately just about like, here is a person and empathize with them and like love them. And I think that's a really sweet and fun thing. And sometimes it's heartbreaking because he's, you know, not afraid to sort of tell hard stories, but that's what I like about his stuff.
Does he often do kind of like character study type?
He does.
Sounds like.
He does like elevated character study sort of things, but like they're like, he doesn't ever focus on one character. Like I would say Millennium Actress and A Perfect Blue are sort of his two most character study things that I can think of. Okay. A lot of them are about like a group of characters dealing with sort of a situation. Like Paprika is about like I think it's about 2 people, maybe 3 people. It's about 3 people basically kind of dealing with this weird business they've gotten themselves into, dealing with people's dreams, trying to solve sort of the mysteries they're trying to solve without giving too much away. Paranoia
I think you're
agent.
on the wrong layer.
Oh no.
I saw your person you're drawing as a hand. Ruined.
Yeah.
Oh
Gosh darn it.
Spoiled.
Gosh darn it. Paranoia agent. Soiled it! Soiled it! Paranoia agent is about dealing with trauma and how does a person move on from trauma, but also at the same time it's about how does a person weaponize trauma. And I think that's it does a lot of like very abstract things. It kind of loses its mind a little bit. But it is kind of dealing with a fascinating topic, and it does really fascinating things, because a lot of episodes can be these, at least a couple of the episodes are sort of their own self-contained stories, but they're sort of like working within this larger universe. It's like 1 or 2, because then they sort of start to follow this detective kind of trying to solve the mystery behind the whole series, which is of Little Slugger, who's this kid on rollerblades who's whacking people in the head with a metal bat. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Why does that sound familiar?
You see here, I'll post the picture, and you've seen the picture of Little Slugger.
Is it in a game?
It's not. It might be in a game, I guess, but no, he's a very iconic sort of imagery. So what's the iconic? It was like a shot from the movie that's just like the one. Yeah, okay. Well, there's gifs of him skating with his bent bat, and that's pretty pretty iconic, but he kind of looks like this.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyways, great show. Big fan of Satoshi Kon. Big fan of his, not necessarily his storytelling at all times, but I'm a big fan, and like not even necessarily what his stories do. But I always love his animation, and I always love where his stories take you at the very least. Like you're in for an interesting ride, even if you're not necessarily in. Except for Millennium Actress is kind of a slog, though, I will say. Millennium Actress is a slog, and I haven't watched A Perfect Blue, so I can't comment on that. And that's like kind of a crime to say, like, oh, I love Satoshi Kon, but I haven't seen A Perfect Blue, because that's like his most famous and like revered sort of one. But I've seen a lot of Satoshi Kon.
You're allowed to like something without being, it's not like the whole like, oh, you like this director, name every movie they've ever made.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You're allowed to like them without having seen their full thing.
Come on, I've seen all of Paranoia Agent. Cut me some slack, guys.
I was just cutting you slack. That's exactly what I was doing.
Damn,
No, I take
Brandon.
it back. You're a fraud.
Oh man.
How are your guys' drawings coming along?
Because I keep posting pictures of anime in this fucking thing like a degenerate. It's taking forever. Yeah, you're allowed to like him. I'm basing my opinion off one film I didn't like. To be fair, I wasn't the biggest fan of Millennium Actress either. I still think it was, it's sort of about a person who has a lot of regrets in life, and, how, I don't know, tough times in society put people in basically unworkable positions. And we're just all big balls of regret, but it's still kind of a slog of a movie for sure. It's for sure a slog of a movie. How about you guys? Favorite anime?
my anime knowledge is limited. I always say I want to watch more, and I love what the stuff that some of my friends who like anime tell me to watch. But I think due to like my relationship with most of the stuff I watch, I have a hard time watching regularly watching things with subtitles.
That's fair.
Not I don't mind them. It's not anything like that. It's just I'm often kind of second screening a lot of shows. And so I watch a lot of stuff like with my full attention. That still happens, but it's
really
going.
anime.
So I haven't dug through a lot. I mean, sometimes it is, but it's takes me a lot more time to dig through a show.
Yeah.
So it's rare that I'm just like fully. I don't know. I know all my answers are gonna be like basic. That doesn't take away from it, but like I really loved Cowboy Bebop, and I really loved
Cowboy Bebop's phenomenal.
I really loved Samurai Champloo. I just finished that. I know those
Samurai
are kind of like
Champloo's so good.
the go-to answers. I'm not trying to be like a guy who loves the Doinkler. I'm just saying they're good. And I like One Punch Man, another kind of basic thing,
Punch
but
Man's
it's just like
fantastic.
really fun. I liked season 1 a lot. Season 2 wasn't my favorite. My brother, who he reads all the mangas for it, and he thinks season 2 is good. So that maybe tells me that I think I'm just a little too focused on the dip in animation quality that like made it really hard for me to like focus on what was actually happening, because I was just so like distraught about how the first season was like so beautiful, the second season was not as much. So I don't know, I need to watch more. I want to watch more. I feel about the second screen thing. It's hard for me to watch something non-second screen. It's tough. Yeah. Hero is super cool. Another basic answer. What were you saying? What's that show? I said Akira is super cool. Akira. Another basic answer, but I love it.
I'm
basic, okay?
I watched Cells at Work with my sister, and I really like that.
Cells at Work?
Have you? Cells at Work. It's like all the parts of the human body are personified. Like, a human body is
Osmosis
a society.
Jones.
Yeah, like
Osmosis Jones, the anime.
The main characters are like
that.
a red blood cell and a white blood cell. Like it's really well done. They even have an episode that makes you feel sorry for cancer. So it's
wow.
The writing's really good. It's very brutal too. The other one she had me watch, I only watched a few episodes of it. It's called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. It's like this brooding teenager who's a psychic, who has like psychic powers, and all he wants is to not be noticed, and it's fun. So I recommend that. Pretty funny. That's very funny. I'm like Brandon. I want to watch more, but I'm the same way. I second screen a lot of stuff. I haven't finished it, but Spy Family was one that I watched a lot of recently, and it's really cute. It's fun. I've been watching. I mean, I know it's pretty popular, but are you familiar with the concept? You told me about Spy Family. Yeah, basically, there's an assassin, a spy, and a psychic, and they all are like basically like a mixed family, and none of them know what the other one's doing. The psychic does. She's like a little kid they adopted to like make both their like cover better, like to look like a family. So she knows that she's like this toddler, and she knows both their parents are like an assassin and a spy. But I don't know, it's just cute. The kid is super cute. I've seen like pictures of the show, and like the character design for the kid is like super adorable. Actually, there's one more that I didn't mention, and it's Bilbo. Have you guys seen Delicious in Dungeon? I started to watch it. I've only seen like a couple episodes, but I like it. It's very good. It's very good, Matt. It's this group of 3 people who eventually they get a 4th, who are basically like an adventuring party in a Dungeons and Dragons or like Diablo type dungeon.
essentially. Like they're like people inside of an RPG game world sort of thing. Like they die and they like come back and they talk about dying.
Pretty meta.
Yeah. But like this group, like they're trying to basically rescue the one guy's sister, because she got eaten by a dragon, so they're trying to rescue her before she gets digested. And they're kind of obsessed with eating. The main guy, who's like the knight of the group, he's obsessed with eating monsters in the dungeon. And then they meet a dwarf who is a very skilled chef and knows how to, and has been studying how to cook the monsters in the dungeon. So they're basically like on a quest.
Taboo in this world to eat them.
Yeah, so they're on like a quest to save his sister and like venture further into the dungeon, and at the same time eat all of the monsters. And it's like, you know how anime food looks amazing? It's like a show about that, but like creating these crazy, wacky, made-up foods based on like monsters of this world. And it's really charming, and like all the characters are like very fun and charming, and like you like them pretty quickly. Marcel the elf is like super fun because she's like horrified by the idea of eating monsters, and she feels like very grounded as a character. So it's fun to see her reaction to these characters who are like, "Ooh, I can't wait to eat this mushroom man." So it's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Also, a big fan of Dead Leaves. I don't know if Dead Leaves is just a great hour-long anime movie. Go watch it. About a TV head man.
Blue Eyed Samurai is a pretty cool Netflix
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that.
anime. Pretty fun. I haven't finished it, but I like.
By the way, Gianna Luna, you mentioned the chat Uran Host Club. Is that the one where the one dude is actually like a lady at the club as like a host or something like that?
No, that's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
The one where she goes, hello. That
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
exactly. That's the one.
Yes.
It was a run by fruiting.
Man, I would love to make like anime versions. I've been wanting to make like an anime version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because somebody once described it as an isekai, and I was like, oh my god, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is kind of an isekai. So I wanted to do like an anime Fresh Prince of Bel-Air opening. It'd be really funny to do an anime Mrs. Doubtfire. I feel like that would be hilarious.
I sometimes think about certain movies that like feel like it's the live action of an animated movie that never actually existed. Like there's some of them that are like, I feel that way very much about like something. I mean, like, it's a Nickelodeon produced movie, so that was probably part of their plan. But like Nacho Libre to me feels like they're making a live action of a cartoon that existed, but you just never got to see it. Basically.
Agreed.
It just feels like a cartoon. All right, mine's done.
Say again, Brandon. I was blowing my nose.
My drawing's done. No, you guys don't have to rush, but I am finished.
I am seconds away from doing my drawing. If I am done before Matt's finished, I can add some extra detail, but otherwise, like, I can just...
I'm done.
Oh, fuck. I'm, like, finishing up one last bit.
Well, in the meantime...
I still have to draw the veiny penis. Hold on.
Yeah. Brandon! Do you guys have anything to plug?
I will let you go first and Matt go first, because I have my usual thing to plug, but that takes a little bit.
Okay. Well, keep an eye on our YouTube, because Ian is editing some tasty videos, so we're gonna try to start clipping the DrawBomb show, some like fun bits out, and putting them out there. There's a good one coming out about Beetlejuice 2 that made me laugh a lot.
Did you see the did you see it? Did you see the link I posted?
I saw it. Yeah, I'm realizing right now as I'm talking about that I don't think I ever wrote anything back to you. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Discord's like becoming the thing that all social media becomes to me, where it's like
it's a chore.
A little bit overwhelming. Not a chore, because honestly, like Discord is still like the only one that's like all positive for me. Like it's all good things, but it's just, I don't know. I get like lost in it, and I forget who I responded to and who I haven't, and like I read something, and it's always at my fingertips. So like I read something, and then all of a sudden maybe I'm at work reading it, and somebody's like, "Hey, like I need you for
Yeah,
this. Then
yeah.
I walk away and I forget what I've read and I.
Maybe you gotta get
I'm
it off
mad.
your phone.
It's my own fault. Probably the answer.
Yeah, that might be the answer. I'm not sure if it is, but it might help. You know, worth a shot.
Yeah, great video I like it a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate
Sorry
it.
that this is how you found out.
It's okay.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
I also just downloaded your Valentine's stream today, so I'm going to be editing that as well.
Oh, nice. It's all silence because I don't want to get struck. But I was listening to, oh shit, fuck, what's his name? Michael Bolton's greatest hits the whole time.
Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
It was a nice fit.
Do you comment on the soundtrack while you're streaming? Because you did a lot of commenting on the music you were listening to that was silenced.
I'm not sure the Valentine's stream is going to be that interesting because I was pretty much like, I was kind of in it. I was just drawing. It was a lot of silence.
That's okay. It's okay. I mean, as long as we have a drawing at the end of it, I can showcase.
I comment on it less because I was actually thinking about that while I was making it this time. I'm like, this is all not going to be relevant because you can't hear it in the mod.
I don't mean to call you out like that. You know, it's
No, I mean I'm not offended by that. It's fair criticism. It's kind of like I like some of what it adds to like be able to react to copyrighted things on the stream, but I also want to keep it. I don't want us to get punished.
Yeah, for sure.
We get more views on our live stuff than our bots, I think. So.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, we don't get any views on our things. But Matty, you wanted to promote. You wanted to pump, correct? Well, first of all, I am done drawing. Do you guys want to look at our drawings real quick, and then we'll go back to the plugs?
Sure.
Okay. So let's reveal each other's drawings in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
I think I need to explain mine. That is former NFL coach Rod Marinelli.
Oh my
He
fucking
coached
God.
the Cowboys, the Detroit Lions. He was the head coach with a record of 10 wins and 38 losses. However, in 2002, as an assistant coach, he won a Super Bowl. He's also Italian. That's good gravy.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Brandon,
and furthermore, for my presentation,
you've added a purple bird.
Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. I love the pile of footballs.
Yeah.
I have to interject real quick because of that soundbite. Ian, do you remember the bachelor party when we were playing the Sopranos pinball machine at that arcade?
I do, and they were using that sound effect with a fish.
You hit a certain thing, and a fish looks up at you, and its mouth flaps, and it goes, "Here we go!" And I'm like, "This is the best thing." Why? I don't know why they did that.
That's beautiful.
It's like
That's amazing.
Inside a pinball machine, it was awesome.
It's beautiful. It's like almost self-aware, if not fully self-aware.
Yeah.
So Brandon, present.
It's funny that we were talking about like anime drawings of food because that's what I was trying to do. I'm not, I'm no Miyazaki, but I was doing my best to like make it actually look.
That's some
like
tasty looking food there.
I'd eat that marinelli. I'm gonna find out something disgusting. I'm gonna pay for that soundbite.
It's gonna be on the soundboard.
But yeah, that's what I was doing. So, pretty straightforward. But I was just getting into it, trying to make it look appetizing.
All right. And then I drew a skateboarding move.
Yeah, you do the Marinelli 360.
Yeah.
And there's some like.
I thought it was a botch
Tony
trick
Hawk's.
where you're gonna fall gooch first right onto the skateboard.
Oh, ooh.
I mean, that might be part of the trick.
Give yourself a Marinelli,
I don't know. Let's wait till we read the Urban Dictionary. You might be right on the money with that.
So, are you guys ready for this dictionary definition?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
It is Marinelli, profanity, swearing, cursing, etc. Italian in origin, also used to describe sexual activity. Oh crap. Oh bother. Oh Marinelli. Now also, there are
like
other
catch-all curse word.
It does, like cuss in the Fantastic Mr. Fox, you know?
Yeah.
Like how they go, are you cussing me? But also there are some other definitions. I'm gonna read these other ones too, just in case maybe these are more fun.
Something that Brandon might eat.
Gianna says, lol, why do I always
read
find
is
a different definition than Ian? That's interesting. Marinelli could be used in two circumstances. When something or someone does something that shows they're not good at it. Or two, when something or someone smells really bad. Don't use
when
guns.
somebody smeals.
Smeals. Don't use guns with recoil. You have Marinelli aim. Or get out of here. You smell like Marinelli. That's the one she found.
That's just a wide net. I like this next one. A fart that has the potential to kill or melt things.
Potentially on an innocence kid.
I don't know what the rest of that means. That's why I didn't say it. But you know, Michael had the worst Marinelli during the lockdown.
Marinelli farts can't melt steel beams.
Brandon, what did you say about Marinelli? You might eat one of those.
I love to gobble them up. Delicious.
That's good gravy.
That's a good. That's a very good.
Wow. That's a good Marinelli.
That's a good Marinelli. Marinelli press
welcome,
conference.
everyone.
Yes, thank you. So,
Beautiful.
for my plug, I just want to plug the DrawBomb channel.
You interrupted Matt's plugs.
I'm so sorry, Matt. Go right ahead. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Oh no, that's fine. Twitch.tv/MattyF. I'm in the chat, and I also put my YouTube channel where I put all the VODs. I play narrative games like Life is Strange or Tell Me Why, and also classic games like NHL 97 on Super Nintendo. I cast a wide net, so hop on in.
Hell
Matt's
yeah.
streams are really fun, and his community is always really like. It's always like the same characters every time, but it's like a good group. It's really fun hanging out in your chats. It's like.
Stop it! I love you. Keep going.
Of all my friends who stream, I just like I have a really good time in your chat usually.
Yeah, I do too. I love hanging out in your chats, and I love hanging out in your streams. I really enjoyed your Mafia Godfather game streams. Those were a lot of fun.
That was the best.
That was the best. Those were goated streams. As were the Heavy Rain streams. Those were really fun too.
Heavy Rain's a bad game.
Heavy Rain's a bad game.
This is a bad game.
But yeah, go check out MattyF in the chat. I've edited a very long video of him playing Heavy Rain that you can watch.
It's so good.
It's a great watch. It's worth it, honestly. Like if you got a couple hours or however long it is, it's
well
so
worth it.
4.5.
You got 4.5 hours.
If you got 4.5 hours,
Even
watch
if you
it.
don't got 4.5 hours, go watch it.
You don't have to play Heavy Rain once you watch it.
You also don't have to play Heavy Rain.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, you're pretty much watching it no matter what.
Everyone thinks it's one of the best ever. It's not. No. Anyway,
Is that what people think?
Yeah, people think it's one of the best.
Wow.
Ugh.
Who are these people?
Even fucking Indigo
Monsters.
Prophecy isn't one of the best. And I played Indigo Prophecy.
Grepsky says, which channel is that on?
It's a great question.
I think it's on mine.
And now
Heavy Rain video?
it's on yours. It's also on the DrawBomb Plays channel.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I am also I'm going to plug the DrawBomb channel and I guess the DrawBomb Plays channel, but you can access the DrawBomb Plays channel on the home page of the DrawBomb channel. If you go to the bottom, it has a list of like our channels. DrawBomb Plays is on there. Oh yeah, we should look at the draw along one last time. Look at those amazing drawings right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Love it.
Everyone did a fantastic job.
Everybody like nailed it. Not only that, but like they like everybody like fully like fleshed out what they're drawing that they were doing. It's great.
Is Mad Lad, is his character a Claymore bomb?
Oh, he might be.
Is that a Claymore? Because that would be the most different kind of.
You found a new bomb.
Yeah, we would have found a new bomb if that's a Claymore.
Those are great. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, really, we really appreciate the fact that anybody would draw along with us at all. So the fact that you guys did such phenomenal work really means a lot. Don't let that go understated. We really appreciate it. He's a Claymore holding a Claymore. Oh my God. He did say he was holding a Claymore before. He said before the word Claymore in the chat, and I thought he was talking about the sword. Turns out...
He was. But it's double meaning.
Wow. The creativity.
Great stuff.
He should be the one hosting this damn show, not us.
Yeah, we don't deserve this.
Jesus Christ.
All right, next episode is just gonna be just Mad Lad doing the show. We won't be on it.
Yeah. Artists are so cool, man, says Grevsky. I agree. I wish I was an artist. Okay. And so I want to plug, DrawBomb, the DrawBomb channel on YouTube, the DrawBomb channel on Twitch. We won't be streaming tomorrow. Brandon's going to be gone somewhere. I'm going to be gone somewhere, so it's just not going to happen tomorrow. But tune back in next week for a Monday show and a Tuesday show, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything preventing us from doing either of those. But also
I will be back every week.
Yay! No, also I want to
You're welcome.
I want to plug some independent animation on YouTube real quick. So I'm gonna do that now. Give me a second. I'm gonna post the links I have saved up in the DrawBomb Discord, which you should also check out. Okay. So the first one is called Equirectangular Walk. It's like a 30-second little music synced video, really playing with perspective and like 3D cameras and making a really cool and intriguing animation that's a lot of fun to watch. The next one is How It Feels to Call Your Boss, which is part of a series called Day Job by Australian animator Paul Georgiou. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Georgiou. I don't know. Marinelli. Next is Trent Lenkarski thing. He's kind of been doing the Joel Haver Absinthe sort of animation style. So Trent Lenkarski, who we've worked with on exactly one thing. Wow.
Yeah. Release that sometime soon.
Someday we'll release it. But he put out an animation and it's pretty funny. I enjoyed it. Then there's a video by Daniel Henschel. You may have seen him pop up on your YouTube front page from time to time. It's possible. He mostly makes absolutely deranged videos in his car where he's shouting and screaming and like being a weird fucking guy. And apparently he got into legal trouble over one of his videos recently, so he's turned it into content in a way where he's like made dramatized. He's like, so my first true video is a video where he plays himself more than usual. Usually he's playing himself, but himself is like a person who should be locked up in a psychiatric ward. But in this one, he's like kind of playing himself, presenting to you like it becomes like basically like an actual filmed thing, portraying his first, like his call when he got like notified he was in legal trouble over a joke he made. And it's really well done. Like the filming, the acting in it is all extremely good. So it's worth watching. It's like 2.5 minutes. But his videos after that are also all about like the legal trouble he got in over his joke, which was about a school shooting.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. But anyways, moving on. The next animation then, and the final one that I'm going to point out for this week, is called Ferrets Are a Little Too Smart by William Snexpear. They came out with an animation last year during Halloween that was really cute. It was like a dragon and like a snake kind of being dressed up for Halloween. It was like really adorable. That's on their channel. I recommend watching that. But Ferrets Are Too Smart is a really cute and really well animated video about taking care of ferrets and some of their little sneaky ways. And so I thought it was really charming and, again, very well animated. So I thought I'd spotlight it along with all these other amazing videos. Not all of them are obviously animations. So I'm looking at you, Daniel Henschel, but they're good and they're unique and creative content on YouTube I would like to see more of. So if you would like to see more of these types of things, go watch them and support them. Give them a comment, give them a thumbs up. Try and support independent creativity on these soul-sucking platforms that are driven by algorithms. That's my plug. Sorry that took so long.
Giving the DrawBomb bump to these small creators.
The DBB.
The DBB. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks everybody for watching,
entertaining me for 2 hours. Like, thank you so much for dealing with me and like putting up with me for 2 hours. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too, Mayday. Everybody else, thank you all for being here in our chat. Super appreciated. Is there anything else you want to say before we go, guys?
No, just thanks everybody for joining us. You guys are awesome. You make the show fun. Thanks for hanging out in the chat and drawing along with us.
Yeah.
We will
call your representatives.
That's right.
We're all
call
here.
your representatives.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, exactly.
Take care and bye-bye.
Right, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.